Hi, my name is Fisher, and this is on my iPhone. I recently bought this 99 Mazda Miata, 10th anniversary edition. Not running. 10th anniversary, 3,449, not 7,500, right? It wasn't running. It was missing the mass airflow sensor, missing the gasket to it. This is a gasket off of that white one, because I own that white 95. And I own this 99 F-150. At least I'm in the process of buying it. No big deal. XLT Triton, 300 and like fuck ton of miles. 338, I think. And then there's a Chevy Cheyenne over there that I own too. So right now, I've acquired that all in a year. Excuse me. Been dealing with vehicles, trying to get it one that actually stays running, right? I kind of wanted this one. I figured, hey, I know how threads work. I can mechanic it good enough that I can get it running. Got some damage to it. Easy to fix. You peel the molding off of it. Get your fish line up underneath there. See if you can get all the adhesive out from it. Has a Viper car alarm system in it. That don't fucking matter really. Yeah, bought it in Oklahoma from A&G Auto Sales. Not a bad hometown dealer, really. I'm a soldier out here stationed at Fort Sill. And the fucking door panel didn't really want to stay on after I kind of yanked it off a little bit. Not much. Got all this rubber tacky shit on it. Pretty nice car. A little pricey for what it is. But for some reason... and I got a bunch of parts coming on eBay. Some reason, take the blue key, you stick it, ooh, my bad, in the ignition. 95,000 miles on it. It cranks up. It gets oil pressure from cranking. No fuel sending unit thing on it. This morning when I tried dicking with it a little bit, it had a little bit of fuel in the fuel sending unit. I bought a used fuel sending unit to put in it. And where the fuel sending unit, let me put this gasket here and here, where this fuel sending unit actually resides, is you take this bar off here, put my keys down, take this bar off here, this fucking whole extra shelf bullshit. You got your fucking heater for your glass window there. Take this carpet out. And you can kind of see it there. You got some wires here. That's probably for a fuel sending unit. Because your fuel access is right here. Somewhere in here. You have to take this nice carpet off. For having a hole in the fucking top. Oh, did I just rip? Yep. Just rip my pants some more. See that shit? Holy fuck. Anyways, having a hole in the top, dripped right onto this decent seat, really, for the age and how much I paid for it. I didn't pay too much. I paid like $2,600 for it. But why I say I didn't pay too much for it is because I traded another red Miata off that I paid only $1,200 for. Traded it off for $850, and it needed body work done to it. That's fucking weird. Anyways, so I'm not getting fuel. I'm not getting fuel to disconnect to this line with this plastic tool here is a fucking wonder thing. Don't buy these metal pieces of shit. Buy the plastic inserts if you can get by with it. Let me see if I can separate it and get it off and save it. There we go. These plastic ones, what are they? Focus, you fuck. OEM tools from AutoZone. Just buy the... Yeah, these ones suck. Performance tools, which is what that one is. This one's this OEM tools, AC fuel line disconnect tool set. And use the gray one out of it, which is on the bottom of it, I think. Anyways, you can see it. disconnect that thing. As you can see, I cranked it over and you don't see any focus, you fuck. A lot better camera than a lot of other cheap ass phones I've had. You don't see any residual fuel spill there, and that comes straight from the fucking tank. I should disconnect this side. Well, no, because I disconnected the feed. Unless if that's not the feed to it, which I doubt it, because you see there's this hose that goes back in there. I don't know what it is because I can't really see it, but it goes underneath the fucking intake manifold. I can't see where the fuel rail is. See, on the NA's ones, on these, that's a 1.8. That's a 95. So it's got basically kind of the same setup to it. On the NA's, let me see if I can turn my light on here. Anyways, my NA's got a fucking fuel rail right in this gap here that feeds it from the top. This looks like it kind of feeds it from the bottom, probably because that's probably a square top. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not no fucking expert. I just know how threads generally work. And I might have these coil packs switched backwards, but if it ain't, and I know it ain't getting fuel because I sprayed ether into it and it was combusting the ether and not igniting the ether. Or if it did ignite it, it blew it the fuck up. But anyways, see, I got a oil filter cap. I just ordered a whole new one of these. It's got this fucking snorkel airbox fucking piece here. This whole fucking bullshit just is $106 fucking dollars. Contact the guy on eBay. He's like, I can't ship UPS or USPS because, you know, my ass lives in these barracks here. And so I got them shipped to a girlfriend's address. So it's nice to have fucking significant other while you're in the army. Comes with intake air sensor, fucking MAF and the crossover tube for $100 used. And I'm like, well, that shit should work. I bought you can tell this is off my fucking white car. Bought a whole fucking, see all this empty shit, this sensor array. Bought a MAF or a map sensor off of fucking Rock Auto, cheapest motherfucking one I could. Hooked it to the vacuum line, hoping it fucking worked. Just, you know, throwing money at it, kind of, not going at it in any kind of real good mechanic way. You learn as you go. And yeah, so now I think I gotta figure out why I ain't getting fuel to that system, because that's the whole circuit it's going through. And it's either not kicking the fuel pump on through electrics, or it's kicking the fuel pump on and not going through the circuit through that, or like, you know, it's picking the fuel up out of the tank, because I did put 2 gallons in it. I put that little dinky ass can right there in there. Put that dinky ass little can in there into the fuel tank when I pulled it over here from the dealer, because I pulled it from the dealer onto post. But it's either not picking up the fuel, it's not enough fuel to pick up through the fuel pump for some reason, and it's not throwing it through the fuel circuit, mechanical fuel circuit, you know, the actual fuel circuit, or fuel pump's not actually working, not kicking on, but I hear a whine for some reason, so it makes me believe like it's actually working. So, like, you know, the fuel pump's bad, or there's a bad electric connection from somewhere to the fuel pump where the fuel pump's not kicking on, like a relay's bad, or a shorted wire or some shit like that, which I hope it's not a shorted wire. Shouldn't be a shorted wire, really, just judging from most of the fucking condition of it. It looks like it doesn't have too many issues really to it. Yeah, issues really for age concern. It just got some storage looks. It's been sitting out for years and it hadn't been running. And I'm like, well, I want the thing because it's the 10th anniversary. It's kind of a limited car. Kind of desirable, at least in my head. Fuck is that? Fuck is this? That was sitting right here. I'm like, what the hell? Stick it down here just for right now, so I have retention of it. Let's see. Let's try something here. Pop this diagnostic box open. Yeah, anyways. So what I can do is I can try to pot this diagnostic box over, jump one to the other, and see if it'll throw the fuel circuit on by default. If that don't work, I don't know. How the fuck are you supposed to get this? Sorry for the camera angle. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest with you. I'd rather have these videos out for myself. Oh, it swings out to the side. What the fuck is this clip here for then? Oh, there. Sure. You just straight up. You don't fucking. And it ain't got the fucking diagram to it. But I believe it's one of these bottom ones. I believe it's this one and one of these. I don't know. I have to pull up a fucking diagram off the internet. That's what sucks about these fucking cars. Getting old like this. You gotta look up everything. At least. Most of the shit is on the internet. It's not like a fucking Triumph or something where you're like, well, what do I do now? And it's not like this has been V8 swapped or something and then I inherited the project somehow by buying it or somebody giving it to me or whatnot. But anyways, keep you updated. See what I do. I gotta think about it. I want to turn it into a spec Miata racer, but I gotta see if Sports Car Club of America will let me run it with a 6-speed in it. Because I read the gross combined rule books, a rule book for it for spec Miata, and they say 5-speed, and that can be retrofit. Only 5-speed is what they're saying, because most of the cars were 5-speed, and it can be retrofitted. They can't be retrofitted or upgraded or downgraded for cars, but the transmissions themselves can be moved from the 90s to 2005 for replacements. So I don't know. I may end up being like, hey, this is what I got. This is what I'm doing. Can I run the 6-speed or without fucking with it, or do I have to retrograde it down to a 5-speed? Because that's gonna suck if I have to put a 5-speed in it. But while I'm in there, it's not gonna be too bad, because it ain't too bad. I've heard. I've never done it. But while I'm in there, I'll put probably put a 6-puck in it. They say you can run whatever clutch disc you want, but the pressure plate has to be the same. So get some real grippy fucking 6-puck for a fucking turbo car. I'll run the fucking 400 foot-pounds of torque through it. I can do fucking clutch drops real easy, so I can shift real quick and it ain't fucking up. In there too, if I do put a 5-speed in it, because I do have a 5-speed. That white car is kind of a parts car right now, because it took a shit on me going down the road. I got it almost up to 100 mile an hour, down 7, keeping up with an Audi S4, and This is going inside. This is going, let me turn this around so I can show myself at least, so I can remember. Inside the front compartment, dropped in there, pull my keys out, shut this kind of, lock this up. It's getting dark. So this, has this little piece in there. That won't work for anything, I don't think. It might work underneath the car, but this will go into this little white car. Now, this white car can be a parts car. It's got a 5-speed in it, and the 5-speed's a decent 5-speed. It doesn't feel like it's a bad shifter. So, yeah. I might end up changing that transmission out in that blue car with that one. Just
what are you doing?
YouTube.
Huh?
YouTube.
Oh, sick.
Filming right now. Just to let you know. So I can remember what I've done to this thing. Nobody ever watches this shit, so.
Fuck it.
Anyways, this is Battalion. He's in uniform. Don't do anything stupid, because it's going up on the internet. Anyways. Ciao.